Tell us what has tickled your fancy.
What has tickled my fancy? There's like this tree, but it's been petrified.
Are you high?
I've had coffee. Look at it, so cool. Like, come look. It's like a tree. You can tell that it's a tree, but all of this like rock is like formed on it. I love these layers. It's so interesting. I love rocks.
No mistake that this is a tree, right?
It's definitely a tree. But when you get closer, when you start like feeling it, it's actually quite interesting.
Tell us, where are we? You come here all the time.
We are near the gorge of Washington State, and the gorge is behind us. It is really cool, and it's about a couple of hours east of Seattle, and it's most famous for the amphitheater, which is also called the Gorge, and they have a lot of music festivals and concerts that happen here during normal times, which is not right now. And yeah, that's why most people come out here, is to go to the gorge to see live music, but there's actually a lot of other things around it. So this is my first time coming to the Ginkgo Petrified forest, which is not that far away from the Gorge Amphitheater, but I've never been here before.
Yeah, and this is our first time seeing petrified trees. It's super cool, actually. And I will show you what a ginkgo tree looks like. And yes, it's the Ginkgo biloba. That is also a brain supplement. You can tell a ginkgo tree by these very characteristic leaves. They're like little petals, like fans.
The actual interpretive center is closed, but there's like some walkways. It doesn't look like it's a super big area, so you probably don't need a lot of time while you're here.
There's also a campground which is currently closed as well. They've barred you from entering it, but you can camp right over the hill in the canyon.
And there's a boat launch, so a lot of boats come down here to take advantage of the water.
Right down there, there's the campground, which has a sign put out to supposedly prevent you, and there's a barrier which is currently open. The rules say open for day use, as far as I can tell. But the campgrounds are nice. Look at them, they're even paved, and you have a fire pit and a bench. Well, this looks like a total rock on this side. Here you can tell this was a branch at one time, and now it feels like pure rock. Amazing.
We found dinosaurs in the desert.
Yes, and this is very important because it's the proof that the T-Rex was actually a giant chicken. And that's why its arms are so small. Look at this carefully.
Bro, look at its legs.
Exactly, small arms and giant chicken feet. It looks exactly like, doesn't this look exactly like a chicken without looking at the head? There's the head, little arms, which are actually wings, now you know, and giant chicken legs.
Now that we got that part out of the way, this is as you enter the Ginkgo Petrified Forest, you see these dinosaurs, and it's a Ginkgo gem shop, which is sadly closed because, again, I really love rocks, so I would totally go in there and buy something, but they're not open. But these dinosaurs are here, and it really reminds me of Palm Springs because there's these dinosaurs that are also near Palm Springs, so I feel like they kind of took that vibe. And this thing has been here for who knows how long, and it goes back to, you know, coming out here and going to the Gorge Amphitheater and not having any idea that this was here, and like, how did I not know this was here? I used to stay like just down the road like 7 years in a row, and I never knew this was here.
Gotta keep exploring. A giant chicken. Bark, bark, bark.
So we pulled over for a snack or a late lunch, and here's our food bag here, courtesy of Amazon Go grocery. First thing is the essential toilet paper. Never forget toilet paper when you're going to go on a road trip. And our freeze-dried meals, which last until 2050.
Dehydrated egg.
Hey, you know, first thing in the morning when you're camping, that's actually a great thing to have. Lots of jerky. So actually, the thing about these meals is that these are a relatively new invention. And before this, you really had to just subsist on your jerky and your trail mix.
I got this Chianti salami from Tuscany.
Ah.
That was my contribution.
And bagels, of course. Lots more jerky, lots more nuts. Your almond butter. And, because we can't live without coffee, our AeroPress, which you can't even see the logo anymore. We've used it so many times.
Yeah, since we're here for like 40 hours, it will not be a crisis. We can actually survive with no food on our saved little padding from the lockdown. We are at a place we haven't been called Lenore, Lake Lenore. You never see this here, by the way, the entire parking lot is full. We're quite far from Seattle, 3 hours plus, and because of the lockdown, Eastern Washington is quite packed.
Normally there'd be like maybe one other car here, but yeah, I've never seen this many people out in Eastern Washington. Oh yes, I am also testing out the Sigma 24-70 f2.8 for Sony E-mount cameras. And it should really help us shoot in this cave, since we'll need some wide angle lenses to do that.
Our first wildlife. The wide angle doesn't do it justice, it's enormous. And it does smell. I don't know if it's it or the plant, but something smells hard. Some proper Eastern Washington terrain here. Very cool. Susie's trying to shoot fast because the babies are coming behind us.
I totally thought we were gonna have this place all to ourselves. And normally we would, I swear, if it weren't for a lockdown, but there are so many people here.
This is beautiful. We're on the side of a canyon here. Getting steep, but this hike is not really that much of a hike. It's more of a walk. And now we get a gorgeous vista. It's raining, which is BS because I checked the weather like 4 times and it said 1% chance of rain. I guess 1 is more than 0, still makes it possible. There's a traffic jam on the trail, so might have to go explore this wall of rocks real quick here. It is basically gravel. Now we have really interesting rock formations here. The walls of the canyon are made of basalt, and it makes many different shapes and layers. Right here, like teeth. And they keep falling and falling from erosion. Wow, that was quick. Susie's down there. The traffic jam passed, so I go join. We're still trying to be distanced, even though in our state they're finding like 40-50 people a day sick out of 7.5 million is nothing. The chance you get it is 0. Living on the edge.
Living on the edge. The rocky edge.
Susie's getting wilder and wilder since we met.
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
All your fault.
I have a no paved road policy. Looks like the perfect place to sleep. It has exactly enough space to put up your mat and even light a fire, and you'll be so sheltered. And you have this nice view right here.
Do you have someone shooting you?
Yes. Hopefully not with a gun.
This is the shot.
Yeah, people get the shot.
But you need a
super wide. Yeah, the GoPro gets it. But yes, the phone can do it with the
a super photo.
HDR. So what made these caves was many millions of years of freezing it and thawing, and the water starts eroding the ice. When water slips into cracks and then freezes, it basically blows it up. The ice expands and it breaks off the rocks, like you see rocks everywhere. And eventually all this stuff gets carved out. The biggest cave so far. I'm modeling and vlogging in the same time. Skills. difficult. Oh, there.